All right. So by a show of hands, give me the number one. If I fixed it, I am pretty good. I gotta say, I'm pretty damn good. Put a one in the chat if the sound is back. DutyRon's a badass when it comes to fixing shit. When it comes to fixing, I'm bad. I'm a badass. All right. So let's start it on. Holy sugar plums. Holy sugar plums. You know, technology nowadays, it's got its challenges. And I have a studio full of challenges and technology. But I got it. I reeled it in. I fought technology, and I gave it the upper hand, the uppercut. Boom. DutyRon got it. So what I was saying is, welcome to another unscheduled Crime Time with DutyRon. I didn't think anybody would be joining, but I appreciate everybody coming in. If you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you'll get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. So Saturday, it's rainy. It's kind of crummy out. Cloudy, rainy, just a crummy day here in New York. So hello from Switzerland. Good to see you. Hey, all my Bakersfield friends, my friends and fellow YouTubers from across the United States and across the world, thank you for joining. Again, an unscheduled live stream today. I just was playing around with my StreamYard, not my Streamlabs. I was playing around with my StreamYard, and I figured let me fire up Streamlabs. It's so confusing. Streamlabs, StreamYard. Anyways, I've got my Lost is Not Alone. Hold on. Let's see if that comes in to play. Lost is Not Alone. It's Midwest EquuSearch. I got to kind of really twist my wrist to show you guys that. So I wanted to talk to you today about a couple of things, but let's do the roll call and get that out of the way. I know everybody loves the roll call, so let's get the roll call out of the way. Let me know where you're watching, city, state, or country, and let's do the shout outs. I know a lot of people have already started the shout outs, but Streamlabs is much more crisp than StreamYard. So thank you, Shreddertainment. Made that notification. Dallas, Georgia, good to see you. That one was tricky, Dallas, Georgia, right? I'm gonna stop the chat on my end so I could see everybody and say hello. So I'm going to my secondary device. So Kingsport, Tennessee, checking in, ground zero. Thoughts and prayers go out to Kingsport. Hello from Hurricane Camille, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Sending my prayers to the folks in the Gulf. JR, good to see you. Hi, Denise. Hello, Laura. Good to see you. Deborah from Alabama. I'm hoping that everyone's doing good. We're going to get into Lost is Not Alone with Twyla, and we're going to give you an update on her COVID-19 situation. Hello from Dublin, Ireland. Good to see you. Hello, Alabama. Good to see you from Alabama. Thank you, Fremont, Georgia. Florida, says JR. Delaware, Ohio. Brooklyn Girl, Oklahoma. Rambling Rome. I'm scrolling back. Crime Ghost from Queensland, Australia. Put another prawn on the Barbie. Hello, Penny Lane. Lost is Not Alone. I love your fonts. Can you give us an update on Twyla and Joe? Absolutely, Layla. I will. Hillary Collins. Hello from Ireland. Love and respect. Hey, Lake Lizard. Great to see you. Thank you for joining. I know I'm going backwards. T Please says I'm in Columbus, Ohio, home state of Dave Rader. Crime Ghost Sandra from Pennsylvania. Karen Gillespie's here. Frog Lady from Dallas, Georgia. That's confusing. Dallas, Texas, you think. Hi, Katie Marina from Spain. Dublin, Ireland. Welsh Hibby checking in. Southwest Michigan. Barbara. Karen Gillette is in Utah. Hello. Texas, Houston, Texas. Lisa discovers. Lisa C. from Newark, Delaware. I was there last week. I rode through Newark, Delaware. It's a great place. University of, I believe, University of Delaware is right there. Yuma, Arizona, Atlantic, Iowa. I know I'm behind. I'm way behind. I just wanted to get to as many people as I can. Rose from Ontario, Canada. Eastern Tennessee, says Ruby Mathis. Thank you. Hey, from Peltzer, South Carolina. Rhonda, great to have you. Hi, Georgia. Good to see you. Can you make the sound louder, please? I can do the best that I can. I just clicked it up a notch. I just bumped it up a little bit. Georgia Peach, hi. Let me know if the sound is good now. I just cranked it up. I pumped up the volume, Dance, dance. A hello from Buzzard, Bedfordshire, UK. Julie, good to see you. Thanks. Next door neighbor, laughing out loud. Hello from Florida. Good to see you. Aurora Rodriguez, New York City. Welcome, neighbor. You fought the technology, DutyRon, and you won. Sherry D. Hart. You got that right. Aurora Rodriguez, I said hello. Irene, Lancaster, California. Hello. Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Good to see you. Fractional Breakdown is here in the building. EMT 623. Hi, Cookeville, Tennessee. Good to see you, Jack J. Soul Survivor, sending love from Iowa. Listen, the reason I do this, guys, and let me just say this. Let me reel it back in. The reason I say this, folks, is because I do this roll call because that's what police do before they go out on patrol. But I do the roll call because I want you guys to understand how much I appreciate you being here. So for the folks who are not liking the roll call, I say to you, maybe you should try to embrace it because it's my way of acknowledging my live streamers. This is not a pre-recorded, spliced and edited video. What you see is what you get. It's a live show, and if I f up or if I mess up and it turns into a show, it's a live show. So live interactive live streaming is about interaction with the audience. A video that is created and spliced on a productions room floor, which I don't do much, you don't get a chance to say hello to people. So if you're looking for that, I understand. You could put that in the comments. You could say, hey, I like uploaded videos. You're not going to get them from me because I do this. I like live streaming. I like to have engagement. So the roll call is about police, about like a police kind of thing of me going out every day on patrol. When I light up the live stream and go live, it's like, let's do the roll call. Let's see who's here. So I want you guys to understand the reason I do that. And I want to say a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, the channel members, and all the folks who positively interact in all of these live streams. You guys are an instrumental part of making this community great. You know, it is really important that we have engagement and interaction, and you guys do a hell of a job of it. So I don't have a hat on, but I'll tip my cap to you guys. Maisie, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. So that's just a little bit of that. So let me go into Joe Murray, Twyla Cisco, and Joshua H., our producer. He's here in the chat. Now, out of the three, they all have contracted COVID-19. We know that because I've done so many live streams where we've talked about these guys and gals who are an important part of the DutyRon community. I mean, we all are important parts of the community. But they've contracted COVID-19, and Twyla and Joe Murray have it the worst out of the three. I was in contact with all three today. Twyla is really having a hard time, but she is a tough cookie. Twyla is girl power 101. You can't get a tougher woman than Twyla Cisco. She is amazing. Let me say thank you quickly to the new channel members. Meemore Dragon, thank you for becoming a channel member. And who else? Who's the new member? Vicky Hess, thank you for becoming a bronze channel member. Welcome to the DutyRon family. Make sure you go to DutyRon.com and send me a message. Tell me that you're a new channel member, and I'll add you to all the private groups and the special groups just for you guys alone. And look for a members-only live stream coming soon. So Twyla is fighting this COVID, and Joe Murray, the toughest out of the three. Josh has got a mild version, as he puts it. These guys and gals are tough cookies, and they're out doing God's work. Joe Murray is, you know, an important part of our community. Twyla is searching for the missing. Lost is not alone. Twyla is a tough cookie. I'm a part now of Texas Midwest EquuSearch. So the chapter in Ohio, the Midwest chapter, I am doing the law enforcement liaison, where we communicate with the law enforcement agencies. So I'm on the phone with Twyla and Dave every day, several times a day. And that's been going on since I met them. So we've been going full speed ahead with doing behind the scenes stuff, not just for Summer Wells, but for Orrin and Orson West and many, many other cases. It brings me to a very sad case out of Ohio, Dave's home state. The Centerville Police Department on Wednesday was reported by a 21-year-old male family that he went missing in Ohio. And Centerville PD put out a request a short time after Wednesday for the help of the public. And who do you think they called? They called Midwest EquuSearch. So Akil, I think it is Akil Hughes, 21. Dave Rader and his team were called by the Centerville Police Department, and they were called and asked to come on out and search for him. I'm sad to report that this morning, Dave Rader and his crew recovered Akil Hughes early this morning and have brought him home to his family. So Lost is not alone. They were able to bring closure to his family. I'm going to show a quick scene here. Let me just play a quick video for you guys.
And Centerville police need your help finding a missing man. These are pictures of 21-year-old Akil Hughes. He was last seen Wednesday around 10 a.m. when he left his home on Penridge Drive to take a walk. He's 5'11" and weighs around 150 pounds. If you've seen him, call Centerville police.
Okay, so that was just a short little bit of media in regards to that case. There's not a lot of press on it. I mean, there should be more, but it just only happens this Wednesday that just passed. So here is the I'll share my screen with you guys. Here is this morning's news from local Centerville, Ohio, and it says body of missing Centerville man found Saturday. Centerville, Ohio, the body of a Centerville man who was reported missing was found Saturday morning, according to Centerville police. That recovery was done by EquuSearch Midwest, Dave Rader. And I was on the phone and spoke with him today. And let me tell you, when he gets home from these kind of recoveries, it hits him like a ton of bricks. I wanted him to come on with me and talk about it. But he needed time to unwind and relax. And I get it. You know, I said, Dave, you know, he was trying to compare my career to his career and like that I've seen more than he has seen. And I simply said to him, it doesn't matter. There's no comparison. It's the same trauma that we go through when you recover someone who has taken their own life. So, Dave Rader, if you're listening, we're going to put some prayer emojis and strength emojis in the chat. You stay strong, my brother. We will get through this together. You know, Lost is not alone. And that's the theme of EquuSearch Midwest and Texas EquuSearch. We never leave anybody alone. And the God's work that you do, Dave, and your team on a daily basis, day in and day out, we support you. We send you love. We send you strength and respect. So thank you for, again, bringing closure to another family. And this happened within 48 hours or so, give or take. So, Dave, you know, you are a gentle giant. You know, people referring to you as the wrestler, right? As the WWE wrestler. But, you know, we're just human beings. And this stuff hits us hard. Hits you hard when you recover someone. So, okay, let me just say hello to Twyla, because everyone's telling me Twyla's here. Where is Twyla? She's on the chat. I'm looking back. Twyla, make yourself known. I'm looking at the chat. Let me say hello to Twyla. Love you. I hope you're feeling better. I know her and I were chit-chatting early this morning on text message. So, Twyla, we send you love if you're here. Somebody said in the chat that she was here. I trust that she was. Again, Twyla, there she is. There's my girl. Yellow hearts for Twyla. There she is. Love you, Twyla. Hey, if you or Dave want to call me on my phone and say hello to everybody, you could do that. I don't have I know that you're not in a position to come up on the links and show yourself. You're battling COVID. But if you're feeling good, some of these folks here might want to just hear your voice, your sweet voice. And if you want, you can call me on my cell phone and I can put it up onto the microphone and everybody can hear you. You can say hello to everybody real quick. It's up to you. Don't feel any pressure, but look at all those yellow hearts in the chat for you. But yeah, Twyla, we love you. We want you to get better. We hope that you rest up and that you're feeling great because we got work to do. We got work to do. Again, there's exciting things in the hopper going on for the future. Look at all those yellow hearts. I love it. I love it, guys. By a show of hands, who here has great love and admiration for Twyla and Dave and the work that all of the searchers do, the volunteers? I know that everybody here is tremendously invested in the work that you guys do, and I'm honored to be a part of it. I'm honored to help out, you know. So it's a lot of goodness, and I'm looking forward to traveling all across the United States, and I would go outside the country if need be. So I'm looking forward to a great relationship with EquuSearch Midwest. And we got work to do out in California for our boys, for Orrin and Orson West. And we got Maya Miliete. She's still missing. We got just the lists and the names go on. And we're going to just continue to do what we can humanly possible. It's not possible to get to everybody, and it's tough. The phone, as Tim Miller says, never stops ringing. I'm going to queue up that video that he puts. I got to get that. I want to play that. It's a Tim Miller video. It's just unbelievable. Let me find it. You know me. I don't give up on stuff. I'll find it. But Tim Miller says it's unbelievably so well. Let me find his channel. Hold on. He basically said, come here and sit and listen to my phones ring. And he said it would just make you cringe at the amount of calls that come in, you know. I'm gonna try to find it. I know I had it saved. I want you guys to hear him say this, because when he said it, it kind of made me cringe, you know. He said to the reporter, I wish you could come here and listen or answer my phones just one day. Hold on. I'm going to find it. All right. Sugar. Sugar plums. I know I'm subscribed to the channel, but I can't find it. All right, hold on. You know me, I don't give up. I don't give up easy. I think this is it. Damn it. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to find it. Okay. Get out of my way, Mike. I got to look at the second monitor. It's going to be worth it when I find it. Darn it. Denise, thank you for the super chat. I guess I got to give up. I hate giving up. I hate giving up. I really hate giving up. Let me look at the chat because a bunch of stuff has come in. Lauren Noel Hall, thank you for becoming a channel member. Denise Spalding, thank you for the $100 super chat. Oh, I like that. I like that Streamlabs does this. It puts that heart up, and then I think it does it for the super chat too. So thank you for that. Prayers for Afghanistan. Yes, absolutely, 100%. So I can't find EquuSearch's thing, but let's listen to this.
Yeah, Earth Measurements Corporation, and I've taken them up to Oklahoma before on cases we've worked in Oklahoma. We use them a couple times down here.
Of course, the one video I pick.
To find someone.
Here's the one video that I pick that is a bunch of noise. As you can see, I went off on a tangent because I saw this video with Tim Miller talking about his phones, and it was on his own. It was on his own page. It was on EquuSearch's YouTube channel, and now I can't find it, which pisses me off to no end because I'm spending time looking for this, and I could be talking to you guys. So I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I think I found it. Oh no, this is the old one with Dave Rader talking about Keely Anthony, or Caitlin Markham. Actually, this is another case. I played this the last time Dave was on with me. This is just in a minute and 37 seconds.
But at least
this is a young
Dave has
Rader.
A little bit the starting of the closure.
Live back on 9 on your side with
This
Dave
is an
Rader
old
from
case,
Texas.
but this is what they do. I want to show you guys
headed
what they
up the
do.
search for Caitlin Markham for this almost 2-year process. Dave, let's talk. First of all, you've spoken with the family, with her father, David. How are they doing this morning?
It's been a long time, but at least Dave has a little bit the starting of the closure that he needs, and the rest of the family.
Let's talk about the timing of this. It's been almost 2 years. It's her remains were found just kind of outside the area where you guys had kind of focused your search. How unusual are these incidences?
To go that far out is really unlikely. Statistics tell you within 3.1 miles of the home, not within 12. But now you're expanding that to 20.
I want you guys to notice he's wearing the button for this girl family. He's wearing the button, and amazing, like an amazing guy. He's just so. He gets so in it. It's like his own family. The cases that Dave works on, and the same thing for Twyla, and I can't wait to meet the rest of the team. They are so involved. Like these folks, these missing that they search for, become part of their families. And I know this to be true because Dave has spoken to me and Twyla on the phone about Summer Wells like hundreds of times in the last 4 weeks. We've spoken hundreds of times. And yeah, this is an older video, and so his hair is a little different. This is a little bit of a cleaned up Dave Rader. Now he's a little bit, he's got Goldilocks now.
2 to 25 miles, so it's outside of the realm.
It's interesting. You said that just recently, even though his daughter had not yet been found, Caitlin's dad, David, actually went down to Arkansas to look for another young lady?
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, we got a phone call that a 14-year-old girl was missing out of Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. And I asked Dave to go. Mm-hmm. It was up to his discretion if he wanted to go. And him and 8 other of our volunteers actually drove down there. And I think it was very therapeutic for Dave to do this and to be able to help out another family member or another family that's missing.
It certainly knows exactly what they're going through.
Oh, absolutely.
And I can't imagine what he's going through this morning and the entire family, but we appreciate you coming in this morning. Dave.
This is the kind of goodness that Dave Rader does. Denise Spalding, thank you so much for your generosity. So great. Yeah, Twyla, call Call me. Twyla is looking to call. Call me, Twyla. I want to call you. So call me. I got my phone in my hand. Twyla. Call now. Who wants to hear from Twyla? Even though it's just going to be audio. Anybody? By a show of hands, who wants to hear from Twyla Cisco? I think we all do. I want to. I want to hear. I'm all right. I'm not waiting for her. I'm calling her. I'm not waiting.
Automatic voice message system 931.
She put me to voicemail. You guys got to hear her area code. Oh my God. All right, everybody wants to hear you, Twyla, and I'm waiting. I'm just staring at my phone. Call me, Twyla. Everybody wants to hear what you got to say, and they want to hear your voice. They want to know that you're doing okay. So, all right, here she is. All right, Twyla, I'm talking to you just alone without you being on right now, but I'm going to put it on speaker, and then you could say hello to everybody, all right? Okay. So is this private, the surprise for me on the phone? Okay. All right. All right. Let me put you on speaker. Hold on. Okay. Twyla's got a surprise, and here she is.
I have a surprise. I got Dave on the phone too because I know you all was wanting to give him props for what he did today with our team. It does take him a little bit to wind down, but I kidnapped him through the phone line so that you guys, you know, he should be watching the live too because I sent it to him. But we really do appreciate all of you guys' support. And we are so honored to have DutyRon a part of our team, and we appreciate every single thing that you guys do for us. All the support, it really means a lot to go on there and read the comments of all the support that y'all have for us. And Dave, you can go ahead and speak also.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody, you know, that is listening and a big supporter of Ron, because I tell you, the man is just awesome, and he has the heart of the whole state of New York. He has, and his listeners have been a tremendous, you know, support for us in what we do. And unfortunately today we did recover a guy that was missing for 2 days, and unfortunately it wasn't the outcome that we wanted, of course, but at least his family now has closure, and they're not wondering what's happening to their loved ones. So it was a sad day, but again, it's the start of a closure for a family that was looking for their son. So.
And please pray for my teammates that was out there, as well as Dave, because this is something that's hard for all of us. It's not just hard, you know, we like Ron said, we treat these cases like they're our family, and it's very, very hard on our teammates as well as Dave. You know, he never sleeps, and he replays this in his head over and over and over again. So just pray for our teammates that was there today, and please pray for this young man's family also, because they're going to need it in the days to come.
You know, I said to everybody, Dave and I had a conversation, even though it was by text message, you know, and he was trying to downplay his role in this recovery today. And he's like, I can't compare what you did to what I do. And I basically, and Dave, you can vouch for this. I said back to him, it's the same thing. We are going through the same trauma. And just because maybe I've seen a little bit more and a little bit more gruesome stuff at crime scenes, it doesn't make it any different. Dave, that was a conversation that I thought was pretty important for you to get that message. I would have loved to have said it to you in person, but here we are now on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, when everything is happening so fast, and you know, as well as I do, as far as when you have a scene and somebody's found, it's a fast pace. You really don't. There's so many moving parts that's going on. You know, and then when you get home and you sit down and you start thinking about what just happened, that's when that's when it just comes and hits you. It hits you like a ton of lead, and you start playing it over and over and over in your head, and you know, and again, I'm glad that we found him, because it does help the family get closure. But then you start thinking, you know, what did I miss on Summer's case? What did I miss on somebody else's case? And it eats at you. But what I was comparing this to, Ron, is you know, I've seen just this. I mean, I'm saying that what you've seen at Ground Zero on September 11th of 2001, it has nothing what I do or what I will ever do in my lifetime of what you guys, and that's firefighters, that's EMTs, that's police officers of that day. That is never going. You can't compare that, nor can anybody that can even wrap their mind around what you guys went through on that pile. Unimaginable. So that's what I was kind of comparing.
Much respect to you also, DutyRon. You don't understand how honored we are to have you a part of our family now, because we are family and we're one huge big family with lots and lots of love, and we are honored to have you and your supporters as a part of us now.
You know, and the feeling's mutual, because we talk about this all the time. And I was telling the folks how much time we do spend communicating with each other. And I'm a rookie. I'm just getting started with you guys. This is what you've been doing for quite a bit of time. And I say to myself, you know, how do these people do this? And I know that it's something that it's a calling. It's something that you have built in. It's like in your soul to do this. And once you start doing it, it's hard to just put it down. And Tim Miller, when he was on the very first time with me, Dave, you were there. I know, Twyla, you might have watched that replay, but he said, like what his daughter was saying to him, and Lauren, she was saying, Dad, don't quit on me. Don't leave me. And that kind of hit home for me, because when I would leave crime scenes, or if I'd leave a case that was open, whether it was a rape or a murder or a stabbing or an assault or a sexual assault, I would get that same kind of feeling in my soul, like where it would be like the complainants, the victims would say, don't give up on me, detective. You know,
Yep.
you know, find these bad people.
I feel you with that. I feel you, because when we were out in Georgia this past weekend, and you can ask Dave, we were sitting there, and I just kept looking at Dave, and I was like, I feel like there's something more that we can do to help find this man. And, you know, we was willing to go out there and make some crazy decisions and put our life on the line. But I just kept telling Dave, it just feels like there's more out there that we can do. And I'm telling you, it hurts. I'm telling you, we've shed some tears a lot lately, because it just hits us. It hits us. And tonight, Dave's not going to sleep a wink. He's going to, you know, it's going to be rough for him for the next several days. So y'all just please pray for him and those teammates that was out there today, because it's going to be rough for them.
No doubt about it. And I'll be obviously standing by anytime. I'll be home all night. You know, I'm just a call away or a text away, and Dave knows that. And brother, you know that. You know that. We're family now. So again, we all go through this together. And the chat here is just lighting up with prayers and hearts and all kinds of love for you, Dave, and for the team. Again, like Twyla says, everybody was there. It wasn't just Dave by himself. He had his members with him, and that team, the team that responds, and they don't give up. You know, when the police department called and asked for help, you know, Centerville PD reached out to the public, and Dave Rader probably was their first call. You know, EquuSearch Midwest, the PD in Ohio and the surrounding areas, they know when they need assistance, EquuSearch is there, and they never turn it down. So kudos to you, man. This was an unscheduled stream that I was doing, but I you know, again, I wanted to highlight what went on today, because that is again another family that you brought closure to. whether this young man would have been found a week from now, or 2 weeks from now, or even a day from now, you closed in on it. You took care of business, and you went out and brought this kid home. So, God bless Dave, for the work that you're doing and what we're going to continue to do together.
That's what we are doing, Rob. We are doing as a team. I couldn't do this without you guys. That's first and foremost. So I'm a small cog in this wheel. I may be the so-called director and make decisions and that, but I'll tell you, I can't. If I didn't have people to direct it and the quality people that I have to direct, I couldn't do this. This is, these people have the hearts of lions. I mean, it's just, it's one of those things where they didn't want to stop. They wasn't going to stop. I think they wanted to call it at noon. And I told PD, I said, no, that's not acceptable. You guys can go home. But this team that we've assembled here, that's not even an option. We'll burn all the daylight that we can possibly do. So I'm very blessed to have the Twylas and everybody else that's on this team. I could not do it without them, and that's including you now. Welcome aboard, my friend.
I'm honored. Again, I'm going to do everything and anything that I can do from afar and from travel. Me, I'm ready to go. So a lot of folks in the chat are sending love. Denise Spalding sent in earlier $100 super chat. She's didn't even say anything, but she's a huge supporter of Crime Time with DutyRon and the EquuSearch family. I'm encouraging everybody that is here in the chat. I don't even know. I can't even see the numbers, but it looks like it was a little bit over 600 folks hanging out. Go over to EquuSearch Midwest's Facebook page. I'll link it down below, as I always do in the description. Donate directly to these folks. They're doing God's work. We are doing God's work together. I can't overemphasize the importance of this is a nonprofit group that does not send bills to anybody. The Centerville Police Department is not going to get a bill from Dave Rader for his time or resources put into this, because they do it because they are doing it for the love of mankind, man and womankind. Twyla, can I talk to you about COVID-19? How are you doing? Everybody wants to know. You and I, we know how you're doing, but the people here in the chat, they love you and they want to know how you're doing, honey.
I feel better than I did a few days ago. I feel like this is my second time with COVID, and I've told Dave this one feels more like the flu. And what really hurts the most is seeing my kids with it. Like my youngest, 7 years old, and it just hurts to see the kids. They can't go out and play. Like my son had to miss his football game, and I know that there's people out there that's worse, way worse off than we are, but it just sucks. This is a horrible, horrible thing, and it hit me overnight. I was literally in another state over the weekend with Dave and some of my teammates, and when I came back home next day, it was like, I'm telling you, it felt like I was run over by a truck. And I called Dave, and he told me, he was like, get your, to the doctor. So I did, and we got 3 of us has positive results, and I'm waiting on my daughter, which I know she's going to be positive. And the girl that kept my kids over the weekend, she has 2 kids, and her daughter, which is 11, also came back positive. So this stuff is spreading like freaking wildfire. And if I have any kind of suggestions for you guys, just please be careful, because since schools is open back up, this stuff, we shouldn't have to see our kids suffer. And my daughter, from the things that they've told them at school, my daughter is 7 years old. She's not a normal 7-year-old, and she's in 2nd grade. And the first night that she had COVID, she was crying. I asked her what was wrong, and I called Dave, and I told Dave, because it pulled my heart plumb out of my chest. But she was like, Mom, I don't want to die. And I was like I couldn't do nothing but hug her and keep her, I'm trying to keep, not talk about it around her. I'm outside now, and I'm trying to like not let her see anything on TV. And I told my older kids, don't talk about this around her. We're just going to keep giving her hugs, giving her support, and, you know, letting her know that she's going to be okay. And she is okay. She hasn't run a fever, and the only time she gets too bad off is when she gets up and starts running around. The cough is absolutely insane. So just protect yourselves. I was terrified that I was going to give it to Dave, and Dave is very strong, but mentally he's not. So I'm so afraid that my teammates that I was around is going to get sick. But I'm going to keep fighting. I have to, and I have to do it for my kids, myself, and my team. I have to.
Yeah, and you know what? You said it really well. For the folks that are listening, this is not a joke. You know, you can't take this lightly. I got to ask you, who is this big guy, UFC guy? That I'm showing a picture of you getting a big hug from a fella. It looks like you and Dave were with this guy, and what is he? A UFC fighter? A big.
That's Walt Harris. That is Anaya Blanchard's stepfather. Them two are like close. And we had a fundraiser down in Alabama, and he was our special guest. And that's who that is. That's Walt Harris.
Wow.
He is a UFC fighter, and I feel so absolutely horrible for their family. They're amazing folks. And me and Dave were down there. You know, we worked that start to finish, and we went in afterwards. And as a matter of fact, it was on a Saturday and Sunday, and that Sunday was my birthday, and that's what we were doing, working, you know, for Anaya and her family. But that's Walt Harris, and they are some absolutely amazing people.
And look at that picture with all the wristbands you have on. It looks like your left arm is kind of tough to lift up with all those wristbands you have on there for probably all the missing and all the folks that you've helped try to find along the way. So God bless you for that. That's your birthday weekend spent searching for the missing. Twyla, everyone's putting in the chat so much love for you and your family and your kids. We could hear it in your voice. You know, your voice is down. You're coughing. Yeah, Twyla, he makes you look like 50 pounds, says Robin Lane.
Yeah. Hey, as big as Dave is, he makes Dave look like a little giant. I'm telling you, he's big.
Yeah, there's a picture of Dave. It looks like in a hotel room or in a catering hall with a young boy up on their shoulders, and between Dave and this big strapping guy.
Let me tell you about that young boy that you see up there on Dave's shoulders. We actually have his mother's case and has worked his mother's case, and he doesn't know all the circumstances, but that little boy, when we had our fundraiser down in Alabama, it was his birthday, around his birthday, and that little boy raised money for our team and gave us this great big old cardboard check to donate his birthday money to our organization for what we do.
What? Oh my God.
Yes, he did. That little boy was so sweet. I have so many pictures of him. He was there. I made it like a glow theme, and he was there. And let me tell you, that child was absolutely enjoying himself to the fullest. And that's what made that fundraiser, was having the families. I had some families there of some cases that we've worked in Alabama, with him being one of them, and to see them be able to go in that room and just sit there and relax and enjoy themselves, and to see Dave also, as well as our teammates. You know, we all worked on this together, and we went down to Alabama, and to see Dave and those families and our teammates just to be able to sit there and enjoy some peace and some entertainment and some fun. Walt got up there and did karaoke. It was just a really, really good time, and we wasn't doing it, you know, for just the money. I told Dave when I started putting this together, I said, I want to do this for the families that's able to come, so that they can come and enjoy themselves just for a couple hours. And that's what happened, and it was great.
Twyla actually put together 3 families of the missing together to have that strength to fall back on each other.
That is amazing.
That's made all of this, that made that trip all worth it. Just to see 3 families that are going through the same pain and suffering to fall back on each other and to have that support through each other was just it was just absolutely phenomenal.
And the smiles on their face was absolutely priceless. I mean, it was just amazing. It was so amazing. And those families have now become friends and close, and they lean on each other when they're struggling. And that's a beautiful feeling. That is an absolutely beautiful feeling.
And I got to say that this is what adds to the dynamic of what makes this all so good, is that you did this. You brought these families together that were going through a very difficult, a time that you wouldn't wish on to your worst enemies. And you brought them together for some happiness, and you guys got some happiness out of it, because you need that as well. I mean, look at Dave here. He looks like he could be a UFC fighter. I mean, he's just the same size as this guy. I think Dave is sporting 30-inch guns there. He's a badass. He is a badass.
And I can tell you right now, that man, Dave has taught me every single thing that I know. And yes, we have our disagreements, we do, but I tell Dave all the time, he's my angel on earth. And I can tell you, I've not seen a man cry like Dave Rader, and I always tell him, you know what, I'll always be there when you need a shoulder to cry on, because he cries. Like tonight, I can almost guarantee you that he's going to be crying, and if I have to call him on video chat and set my phone on my shoulder for him, I will, because this stuff right here, it just really hits him. He's a big old huge gentle giant. I'm telling you, I told him when he gets older I'll push him in his wheelchair, and he said, the hell you are. I'm just kidding. He won't let me push him in his wheelchair.
You know what? But I got to say this. If, in fact, he does give in to that, he's going to have one of the best pushing him in his wheelchair. So it's not too bad company to be in my eyes. So
I pushed him in the wheelchair over the weekend, and he was like, hell no. He walked the opposite direction.
Well, Dave is the gentle giant, and we're getting to know him a lot more. The chat here, again, you and I both, you know him better than I do, but I know about his emotion. I know about how he gets really emotionally and physically involved in this stuff, and he's hands-on. He's doing a lot of things behind the scenes. And, you know, Twyla, you said it really well. There's so much that goes on in these missions. When we go out on a search, and this operation is not what people see it as, EquuSearch is going to search for somebody. There's dozens and dozens, maybe hundreds of man hours, dozens and dozens of people behind the scenes, you know, doing things and trying to do stuff. But the bulk of it is on the shoulders of Hulk Hogan, a.k.a. Dave Rader, Goldilocks.
It is.
So,
it is. He has to deal with a lot, you know, with the case that they did today. Yesterday he called and checked on me, and I'm like, how are you doing or whatever. He called to check on me, and he was literally out there conducting business, and he was like, I just need to call and check on you to make sure you're doing okay. And believe me, it tore me to my core not to be out there with them today. But they went and they handled business, and they did what we do best. But he was out there last night, too. He probably got home just in time to be able to get something to eat and try to go to sleep, you know, to be up bright and early this morning to go out there and do what we do. And we couldn't have a better director than what we have right now, because I'm telling you, he's like a godsend to all of us.
Dave is amazing, and you know, he's a humble guy, and he doesn't like the spotlight. But I got to say, you know, here today, this is the young man that was brought home by EquuSearch Midwest, Akil Hughes, 21 years old, and I'm going to click quickly on this article to bring up his picture for the folks watching at home. This is the face of a young man who was going through a troubled time and unfortunately took his own life. But Dave was able to bring him home to his family with his team, with the police department, and public's help. We can't forget about our public partners, the folks that are out there calling in tips and helping lead us in the right direction. We can't give enough thanks and praise to the public and for people coming forward and helping us give direction on where to search, the good places to search, the ideas, keep them coming. And again, Dave, if you want to expand on it, you can.
You know, again, it was a team effort. You know, this all transpired yesterday. I was just planning on just kind of having this was my third trip towards the Dayton area in the past 4 days. I had just got back in from Atlanta. That was a long trip, and then as soon as I got back the next day, I had to go up and help Montgomery County, which is in Dayton, Ohio, on a cold case. As soon as I got back into my driveway that same day, I got another phone call from right outside of Dayton on another. They had a jawbone that was found in the middle of the road next to a trash dump. So then we responded later on that evening to go in, and we were literally looking through tons and tons and tons of trash, looking for human remains, and come to find out that it was actually for medical use. So it was nobody that was actually missing, thank God. But again, we responded to that, and then I got the phone call yesterday afternoon. I thought I was going to have a great Friday night, just kind of relax and maybe have a beer, because I am human, believe it or not. And then I got the phone call around 2:00, 2:15 or so, and within an hour and 15 minutes, I was already on scene. And as Twyla says, we're conducting business. We're putting things together, getting command center set up, looking at areas that are viable, collecting intel to put us in the best possible places to go. We said, let's go ahead and put this. Let's go ahead and put this to bed for the night. Let's see if anything intel comes in the morning. We'll have some more people. And lo and behold, we started. We got there at around 8:30. We started getting our stuff set up. We had some intel from the FBI as far as cell phone pings. We got a game plan, and we were literally started in the woods at about 9 a.m. and by 9:46, I believe it was, we had located what we were sent to look for. So
the search call out for yesterday went out to our team at 4:24 Central Time, my time. So it would have been 5-something Dave's time, and from then up until this morning when they went, what time did you say you guys got there, Dave?
I was there at about 7:30 this morning.
So it was 48 minutes.
Immediately.
48 minutes.
So we had it was about 48 minutes from when we stepped foot into the woods, into our zone A, as we called it. It was 48 minutes from until we located our subject.
Amazing. And that's just a testament to some of the, like you said to me on the phone, it doesn't always go that smoothly. And it's not a great word, right? It's smoothly, because we spend so much time searching, days, hours, months, weeks, years. So when something goes good like this is a win, because you're able to bring closure immediately to the families, and it's not a drawn-out process for them. And that's what we're referring to, just for the people in the chat. I want to say thank you to Grace Green for the $50 super chat. Much love and respect to you. All the super chats and any revenue from any live stream that Dave and Twyla and anybody from the team comes on will be regenerated and repurposed to EquuSearch Midwest. And I encourage you guys to go. On the screen is EquuSearch Midwest's home Facebook page. And on this page, you'll see the latest cases that they're working. But you'll also, right here, this is most important, it's a pinned post. And I'm going to make it big so you guys can see it. So it says pinned post, EquuSearch Midwest. And right here is a PayPal link. This is what I'm going to link in the description of this video down below. It's a way to support this organization directly. And when you support the DutyRon Crime Time family, you're supporting this organization, EquuSearch Midwest. Again, if you want to support on Patreon or through PayPal, you go to my Patreon or PayPal and you put in the subject line support for EquuSearch Midwest, and I will repurpose it there. But if you want to go directly, and I encourage you all to go directly, go over to this link on the pinned post, EquuSearch Midwest Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, I'll link this exact page, this exact clickable link here in the description of this video. And I know, Dave, you gave me permission to link EquuSearchMidwest.org onto DutyRon.com. I already had that there. Josh took care of that.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, folks, let me get my ugly face back on the screen. I am still here. I was just showing all media of you guys. I didn't want the audience to have to see me while you guys were talking. Lauren, thank you for the super chat. There's $10 coming in. Superhumans EquuSearch donation. Thank you, Lauren. And it comes up with the police car on the screen. This is my Streamlabs, not StreamYard. I love Streamlabs because it shows who donates and who subscribes. So if you're new and you're here for the first time, go ahead and subscribe, and there you'll see your name will come right up. Jennifer, Brooklyn Sun, I believe it says. I got to get rid of that blue. I can't see the blue print. But Jennifer, thank you for subscribing. If you want to try it while you're here in the stream, for those of you who are just watching and not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you'll see your name come right up on the screen with an NYPD police car. And any donations come up with a big super heart, a big heart, and a thank you. So that's why I like Streamlabs better than StreamYards, because it's a little more interactive and it tells everybody what's going on. And I get to put the greatest detectives in the world flashing logo in the right-hand corner of the screen. I love that logo, and I want to try to incorporate with Josh the EquuSearch Midwest logo on the other side. I'll have to get permission from the big boss. Twyla, maybe you can pull some strings for me?
I'll pull any strings you need pulled, sir.
Let's just put this to bed. Yes, you can do anything that you want.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss man. I appreciate
There
it.
you go.
Again, Twyla, your voice it's hard for me to listen to that, but I want to let you go and get rest. So there's another subscription. Thank you, Jeanette Roxwell. Thank you for. I had to look at it from the side, so I got to get my producer Josh to step up his game with the print on there. But he is also suffering from COVID, so I'm going to give him a break until he gets better. As soon as he gives me a negative COVID test, he's going to be put right back to work. All right, guys. On behalf of EquuSearch Midwest, Twyla, Cisco, Dave Rader, and myself, DutyRon, I want to wish you guys all the best. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed and sent donations. Thank you for the kind words in the comment section down below. Make sure you share this video. Invite your friends to come and see this wonderful community. We are going to be searching together as a partnership for missing folks for a long, long time going forward. I plan to do this until I can't do it anymore, or until the boss kicks me out. I don't know what's going to happen first, but I think he is going to not have to kick me out. That's for sure.
You ain't going nowhere.
You're attached now. You're attached.
I'm looking forward to it, guys. As I like to end all these streams, God bless the world, God bless the United States of America, and God bless each and every one of us here in the chat, and all victims of crime and their families across the globe. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's coming up with the police car again. Thank you, Kirby1150 for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Josh, thank you. Josh, why are you sending me super chat? I'm supposed to be sending you pay. Josh, the $2 super chat, is that something where I got to send triple back to you? Is that some kind of joke? I don't understand it. But love you, Josh. Thank you so much.
Vitamins. Send him vitamins.
I got to send him vitamins and zinc, right?
Yes. Yes.
And if Dave had his way, he would get a shot of bourbon and maybe what's the kind of beer that you like, Dave? Dos Equis. All right.
Dos Equis.
Excellent. Guys, love and respect from DutyRon, Crime Time with DutyRon, and EquuSearch Midwest. Dave, anything for the troops?
Again, I can't thank you guys enough for your support. Just by listening, it's just hearing the love. It's not about the money. As I've told Ron, it's just the moral support when people just sit there and thank you for what you're doing. And it's I hate to be thanked for what I'm doing. It's very awkward for me when people come up to me and say thank you. I don't know what to say. I wish the hell I didn't have to do what I do, but unfortunately, it's a necessary evil. But you know, just the kind words, it's so uplifting, and to see that there is more good in this world than there is evil. That is just, you have no idea what that does for the soul. So on behalf of myself and this entire team, I thank each and every one of you through DutyRon.
Well said, boss.
I echo that also. And Dave, just know that I love you, and I'm a phone call away because I know you're going to need it in a little bit.
I appreciate that. Thank you. You've always been there.
All right, guys, I'm going to disconnect with you, and then I will call you back after I'm done with this live.
We love you and your supporters.
Thank you, Twyla. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, that was unbelievable. That was so unscheduled and like it just happened. So Denise, thank you again for the $100 super chat. Denise Spalding, please send me a message on dutyron.com. I want to send you a small token of my appreciation. If you can share your address with me or a P.O. box, I would love to, Denise, send you something of mine that's sentimental value to me, to you, and your family. So if you could share that with me on dutyron.com, just send me a message, and it's a secure server. It's a secure place. So Denise, please send me, and anyone who sent a super chat or anyone that wants to interact with me, go over to dutyron.com and send me a message. Hey, I wanted to show you some of my bruises. I fell down the stairs. I feel funny talking about it. I got a big ass bruise on my butt cheek over here on the left, and it's like purple right now. But I just showed you the wristband, and I saw the black and blue. So I want to put it up on the camera so you can see it on my forearm. I hit my forearm and my butt cheek, my right forearm and my left butt cheek. So here's the bruise. The bruise. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it's all black and blue all the way down my, let me see it if I could get it again. And then if I didn't want to make this an X-rated show, I'd get up and pull my shorts down and show you my butt cheek, but that would ruin the whole live stream. But I have a picture of it up close where you don't see anything but the bruise. I'll post that on dutyron.com so you guys could see it. It's just a long purple bruise across my left kind of like hip, my side. I'm lucky I didn't break my hip. I'm really lucky I didn't break it. It is swollen. It is painful. Again, I appreciate that I'm giving you guys a little bit of laughter. Jen Lowe is laughing. Let me just say quickly, thank you to all the replay viewers, the moderators. The mods are the best. My mods here and my subscribers and channel members and people who just hit that subscribe button, leave the messages. You guys are unbelievable. And now that we're a part of EquuSearch Midwest, you are going to get an inside look at every case that EquuSearch Midwest covers. Just like tonight, we brought you Akil Hughes, 21 years old, who unfortunately took his life on Wednesday. You're going to get a close inside look at EquuSearch Midwest through Crime Time with DutyRon. There's going to be some things that I won't be able to talk to you guys about because of the importance of keeping these searches and these cases close to the chest and the information that we are entrusted with. So there'll be some stuff, probably a lot of stuff that I can't share with you, but know this, the stuff that is shareable, you're going to get it from me and you're going to get it from Dave and the team. So I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. And when we're using Streamlabs, you get to actually see yourself live as you subscribe. If you want to try it, you can unsubscribe and then resubscribe, and you could see the show that comes here. It's an NYPD replica police car, and it comes up and it says your name and it says just subscribed. So it's pretty cool and it's pretty interesting. And Josh, my producer, is instrumental in putting that together because, as you know, I am not technically challenged. I'm not technically advanced. I'm technically challenged. So again, the best of the best here on Crime Time with DutyRon, and I'm honored and I'm so privileged to be a part of EquuSearch Midwest. I didn't ask for it. They, kind of indoctrinated me as our relationship developed quickly, and it was just an honor to have Rader say, "I want you to be a part of the team." I was just so honored to have him ask me to become part of the team. Sometimes it's delayed, so again, this isn't real time, so it may be a little delayed because I see some people saying it didn't work. Princess Michelle, thank you to you and Robert for always supporting me. She says, "You want facts? Stay here." Thank you for that, Princess Michelle. Drowsy Doll 1964. It was a good year because that's the year I was born. She said it didn't work. But there it is. London in the House has just subscribed. London in the House. How long did that take? Let me know in the chat, in the comments, how quickly that happened. See, there's an example. London in the House could tell us in the chat how quickly. Was that real time or did that take a little while? Here's the DutyRon pens. I got to give some more of these away. Let's see if that works. DutyRon on YouTube, Retired NYPD Detective. And it's a stylus. It's got a little like rubber tip at the bottom here. So you can kind of use your cell phone and you could do like one of these with it. Like, like it's like the stylus. So it's pretty cool, Jennifer Roldan just subscribed. Thank you, Jennifer. Did anybody see that is it real time? Maisie, send me a message on dutyron.com. I'll get you one of those pens. I don't have enough to go around to give everyone, but if you want one of these pens, go Factual Breakdown. I know you want one. Go over to dutyron.com. Drowsy Doll, let me see. Hold on. Let me see what that says. DutyRon. Everybody likes to tease me about the DutyRon. And guess what? If you don't know what DutyRon is or what it stands for, it's not duty like poo-poo duty. It is duty as in duty and honor. As I served in the police department, and my coworkers called me DutyRon, and that was a part of their thing. I got that name from my fellow police officers and police women. So again, DutyRon. There you go. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for keeping that alive. I'll just take one and give it to my daughter in California, says Factual Breakdown. Okay, Leslie, you got it. You want to give it to Shannon? Give it to her. It's all good. I have two of them here. And a couple more over there. I'm going to order a bunch more. It's going to say Crime Time with DutyRon. So I'm in the process of ordering more of these. I only have a few more of these left. New York's finest alumni, says noted Nota, not a D-bag. There you go. 2 minutes from the UK. Good to see you. Good job, EquuSearch. Sad but important job. Amy S. Can't agree with you more. All right, over an hour live streaming here. I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good evening on Saturday night. And as I say again, love and respect from my house to yours. And God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. And God bless each and every one of us here in the chat and all victims of crime across the globe and their families. Good night, good afternoon, or good morning from New York City. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for subscribing and following me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Right here it is, all one word, DutyRon. All of my social media platforms, there it is. Welcome to the DutyRon family. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member. Much love and respect from New York. Good night. Talk to you soon.